I'm Michael Duarte with NBCLA, and for our second episode of Discover Your Dodgers, we're with second baseman and one of the new members of the team, Logan Forsythe. Let's get to know him a little bit. Excellent. So we're going to go to some fan questions real quick. So one of the first questions fans had for you is, well, they asked, what is your nickname? Now, I've heard Grinder get thrown out there, Logie Bear get thrown out there. Even in your old utility days, Swiss Army Man had been thrown out there. So I guess which of the nicknames you have of your career is your favorite?
Oh, man. There's been a lot. Logie Bear was kind of unintentionally thrown out there. Longoria actually changed it from Logie Bear to Logie Berra. There you go.
That's much better.
We'll play on words. And then, Lofo, that's been one. It just has to happen, it just has to happen naturally. You just, whatever the names come, and then it's like, okay, that's what you're
I like Logie Berra. I would root for that one. So you mentioned sticks. Fans want to know what your favorite number is. Is it 11?
It is 11.
Why?
For the longest time, I liked number 11 when I was young.
So one question I had is I know growing up, you mentioned the number 11 and stuff, but I knew growing up one of your favorite players was Ken Griffey Jr., which I was a little surprised to hear because he's an East Coast guy. He played for Seattle in the Pacific Northwest. You were in the South. So how did that come about that you end up liking Griffey? Was there anybody else that you liked to emulate or watch?
Man, back then I was a fan of a lot of different players, but back then when Griffey was kind of doing his thing, he was the kid, and then, there you go. And it was, a lot of, you had King Griffey Jr. Slugfest, you had, the video games coming up, so you got to play against all those guys.
Fans want to know, are you superstitious? Do you have any superstitions on game day or anything?
I used to have a lot, and they've kind of just become part of my routine now. It's just, for me, it's time. My superstition, I got to be here early, and I gotta have to kind of do stuff at certain times. I have to be in the cage at a certain time, and it's not to the second. It's I got to be there around this time. So, if I'm ever in the locker room and I kind of blow you off a little bit, that means I got to be somewhere.
Okay, so the regiment schedule. I know you're a fisherman. Where's the best place to fish, or your favorite place to fish?
Oh man, my favorite place now is my pond.
That farm in Tennessee you picked up? Nice.
Yeah, man, it's relaxing. We don't have anything to brag about yet, but when I was growing up, there was a couple places, Sardis Lake. We would go to where's that one? I think it was called Green Acres, or no, it was Glen Springs, around Tennessee, Memphis area, and good bass fishing.
Okay. Fans asked me if you had seen the movie Logan, and if so, what did you think of the final chapter of Wolverine?
No, I will see it for sure. I've seen all those movies. I kind of geek out when it comes to comic books and superheroes. But having a little one, there's no getting out to the movies anymore, or for right now at least. So we wait till they get to Apple TV where we can rent them, and we'll have a night every now and then and play catch up on our movies.
We definitely got to add that one, obviously, with the same name. Final question: when you're in traffic in LA, as you mentioned, what's your favorite song to karaoke to and sing?
Oh man, you know what? I'm a big classic rock guy. And I found a couple stations out here that are actually really good, and I can't remember off the top of my head, but any of those songs come on, you'll hear me sing.
So like Zeppelin, Aerosmith, Metallica, that kind of?
Yeah, Metallica, AC/DC, Def Leppard was on today. Okay. Rocket, and that was a pretty good one. I was singing that one pretty loud.
Def Leppard, Rocket. All right, well, that was Logan, guys. Get to know him. Good luck in the season. Thank you for joining us.